Welcome to the Nyancast. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And today we kind of watched a show with cat girls in it.
Animal people.
They were animal people. They were definitely cat girls.
They're human, but with animal ears, what the description said.
Yes.
I guess.
And it was like this kind of... So the show we watched was called Dog Days. Like that great Adele song.
Not Adele, it's fucking Florence and the Machine, I think.
The dog days.
That's Florence and the Machine, yeah. It both sounds like a British woman talking or trying to sing.
It very much does. So it was called Dog Days, and I think it came out in like 2012, and it's just this really generic fantasy.
And it's like before it came out like before that big craze of going to a fantasy world came out.
Yeah, like now it's just like a dime a dozen. Every show has like, I woke up and I'm now in a fantasy world. It's like a video game.
Or someone else from this fantasy world brought me to their fantasy world. Mm-hmm. And I'm just a simple person from other Japan country.
The one thing the show isn't terrible with is it's not a video game.
Yeah, it's not a video game.
There's not like RPG
It's more Ninja Warrior than it is.
It's Ninja Warrior. So do you want to do like a little brief run through of episode 1?
But I think the story was.
Well, yeah. We only watched episode 1 of Dog Days. So.
Alright, so there's a British-Japanese boy named Sink.
Sinkazumi, I think.
Sinkazumi, the greatest name I've ever heard in anything. He likes to jump off from his balcony. I think he's like a gymnast or something.
Yes, the second floor of his balcony.
And his school. And he tried to jump at school. At the same time, there's like Madoka from Madoka Magica, the princess of a kingdom.
But she has dog ears and dog tail.
And she's a dog. And she's like a dog kingdom. And then there's a cat kingdom that are run by a girl with a Daisy Dukes and a thong. And
very practical.
They are cat. I think they're cats.
They were the lion. They're called the Biscotti Lion Army.
Okay, I'm glad you remember.
Like the cookie. Oh yeah, I wrote some of this down.
Like a cookie, okay. And so they're more...
Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. I'm already messing up. The Biscottis for the dogs.
The
Gillette Lion Army.
So last week we got A&W, this was Gillette.
Another American sponsor. To anime.
Alright, and then... Alright, so they call a bullshit card of getting a hero, and they send this... So they have animal... They're part animal, but they send actual dogs?
Yeah, an actual dog came to the real world.
So when Sing goes to jump off from his school's roof, because that's what he does when you're a gymnast...
I can only assume he was committing suicide.
We can only hope.
He was smiling, but I think he's hurting.
The dog transports him to their world where Madoka tells him of the situation going on. But Sink also wanted to train. He also was training for a Ninja Warrior course.
Yeah, it's called it was very similar to Ninja Warrior. It had like a knockoff name.
But luckily, when she shows him the battle going on, they're having like a Ninja Warrior course in the middle of it.
In this world, the concept of war has been replaced with like physical challenges in the way that you would be like, all right, I need to go on the stone jump.
Imagine in the middle of a battle, like between basically World War II trenches, where the two battles in the middle, they're no man's land with a Ninja Warrior course.
And also, swords don't kill people; they just turn you into like little cat balls. So there's no like blood, there's no death, there's no suffering in war. All there is physical challenges.
It's
like
really
some kind of Nickelodeon
the story of the first episode, like.
And then the main character's like, "Wow, finally a place for me to fit in, a world where gymnastics is superior."
He's completely calm, doesn't freak out. Yeah. He's like, "Oh, I understand it. There's Madoka's in front of me."
That's the kind of like
whose tail is weirdly in her spine.
Yeah, very
on the top, like the middle of her spine.
I think it's important to stress the character design is awful. Everyone just has really big, huge heads. And huge eyes and like bright colors everywhere.
Like Madoka was fine with the big heads, but this one just like
Madoka's has like the wide faces. That's what I love. Like,
but this and then also like the jobber like little like henchman guys are
terrible.
Like have like no just like
they just look like generic.
Even like generic designs would work in normal anime, but this one's like even like more like less work on it.
Yeah, and they all look the same. All the soldiers look the same. It's funny because like with war. There's supposed to be like consequences and like there's a reason why war is war because when people die, they die.
But luckily they came to the conclusion that no one dies in war. They just turn into a ball.
When the little little baby boy Sink is talking to Madoka about war, and he's like, "So wait, no one gets hurt in war?" And she's like, "Goodness, no! Why would we hurt each other?"
But like, so I'm curious though. Like, so he's like basically that kid who when you like role play as a child, like he's like, "No, it didn't hurt me. I have invulnerable armor on. I can't be turned into a cat." Like.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that. I don't want to watch more of this. But
No,
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
find
either.
out.
I don't think I could. There's really not anything that's interesting me. The idea of like parkour and like physical challenges, like it's just, and the animation is not like impressive. It's very stupid.
Not very. Back that Ninja Warrior with the thing that like they mixed in with this.
It's
like,
such like a cash grab because like what was that like 5 years ago, 6 years ago when Ninja Warrior was like starting to get really big and like was on TV
whenever
all the time.
G4 was still around.
Yeah. I can just see them being like, all right, what if a Ninja Warrior contestant went to a fantasy world and was really badass?
Not even badass. It's staff.
Well, yeah, he's gonna beat him up. He's gonna punch everyone.
Stupid.
It's very dumb.
Their main character's name is Sink-sama.
Sink. And then his sister or friend was named Becky.
Because I think he was at a school full of like foreigners. So.
What is the word for that? Gaijin.
Gaijin Goomba.
No. Gaijin means like foreigner.
I know.
In Japanese.
But he's not a Goomba though.
Good. I hate Gaijin Goomba. Let's tear down every YouTube personality.
You can start a war. I'm gonna be neutral.
I'm just looking at my notes. I really like the jean shorts. I wrote jean shorts with 3 exclamation points.
So instead of horses, they have chocobos basically, like giant chickens.
These stupid birds.
They're called like Salumas.
So it's a very dumb name. Yeah, it's one of those.
Not as dumb as Sink.
No, Sink is like clever though.
Because
he sinks into the form.
His parents looked around and just like found the first thing they saw in the hospital room.
Sir, your wife passed out from childbirth. We need you to name the son. Dinner plate. Scalpel. Sink.
Sinkun.
And then they both died on the way back. Tragically.
His parents don't exist.
Yeah.
In anime. Other than the old men with the dog ears.
Oh, there's also another character named Leon Michelli, which I thought was kind of funny.
Was he the other?
No, that was the girl. That was the girl with Daisy Dukes.
Oh, I did not acknowledge anyone's name other than Sink.
Sink was just so baffling.
Monica and Sink. And then there was a girl who had like the hair of, and that was it, the announcer chick. Because apparently, also during war, they have
commentators.
They have announcers and commentators of. No one really enthusiastic. They're just like kind of that generic, bland like commentator.
The one guy claimed to be a general. Why would they need generals? All they need is like gym trainers. Like in this world, all you need are like gymnastic trainers.
Gymnastic trainers and like working out your upper body because there's no like. Getting shot by cannons, all like beanbag cannons are also a thing.
They can't hurt them too badly.
It didn't turn them into cats, just knocks them in the water.
Drowns them.
Drowns them. I guess cats can't swim.
Yeah. Do you think anyone's ever died in this world? Do you think death exists?
Other than natural causes, no. Or hairballs.
Well, there's all those old people. They had all those. Oh, also we didn't mention maids. There were cat girl maids. They were like dog girl maids, I guess.
Like a maid. It was like a main unit or like maid brigade or something like
maid
that.
Brigade, yeah.
And they changed him, but we didn't get to see the wacky like hijinks of girls changing.
Biggest disappointment. They were like, you only have 30 seconds to change this boy, and I was like, they're gonna rip his clothes off and it's gonna be really sexy, and he's gonna but they didn't do it.
No, it's really a shame for fan service and a shame for.
He has like a shitty Sun Wukong. Like he's got this like Sun Wukong thing going on with the staff, and I guess
Journey to the West kind of shit going on.
Journey to the.
There's nothing to say about this show. It's
really
just
isn't.
utter trash.
How about the cat girls? Did we like them? Did we think they were cute?
I couldn't tell which was the difference between the cat and the dogs, other than the floppy-eared ones.
Yeah, that was a big problem actually.
And
there was no difference.
I hated the designs of everything, so no.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
Dragons are still the superior.
I just like the idea that war is not real. Why do they wear armor? Why do they use swords? Why I don't like.
It's like laser tag.
It really is. It'd be like if the Al Qaeda and America were like, you know what, laser tag. No more dying. We're gonna laser tag.
Like a war, we had guns, but like all the bullets when they hit you, it just puts you into paralysis until the battle's done.
That sounds awesome, actually.
Not in this world. Not in this fantasy world.
What if we had guns that turn people into cats?
Cat balls, like.
Yes, cat balls.
They're like giant.
Like in this show, they just bounce around and they go yeah.
And they take them away in little stretchers, like.
That's the one thing that was good. I wish I had one of those cat balls to cuddle with.
You can probably buy one off of eBay or some shit.
Probably. I don't want a real life.
I don't want to talk about this show anymore. I want to like exaggerate it from my head.
Wait, did we do the cat girls are they cute segment?
You just did.
Let's do it again.
No.
I don't like them. I don't like any of them.
I don't like tails that are like at the spine. In the middle of the spine.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
All designs are awful.
They were bad.
Other than like the announcer chick, the clip best design, probably best girl. I'm gonna say right there.
You don't even know her name.
I don't know her name, but
you
best design because she had the Ramona hair.
She kind of did have hair resembling Ramona.
I don't want to talk about this. Can we?
Stop.
So then, I would not recommend this one.
Yeah, would you recommend?
No.
I would recommend this to nobody. I wouldn't even normally I try and think okay, well, if you really like alien cat girls, maybe watch Cat Planet Cuties.
Or A&W Root Beer.
If you mentally held back tiny cat girls, maybe watch Nyanko Days. If you like anything, don't watch this. You'll be disappointed.
It's not for anyone.
It's seriously maybe if you're 12 years old.
It doesn't even do fan service or anything.
Yeah, it didn't. There was quote unquote sexy character design, but it wasn't titillating or
titillating.
It wasn't titillating. It wasn't fun to look at. I could see the way that I loved Code Lyoko as a kid and was deeply embarrassed by it. Hey. I can see there's probably some
Code Lyoko's a treasure, man.
There's probably some 11-year-old Japanese kid that loved this show and he was obsessed with it and he watched
Code
it every day.
Code Lyoko had the unique thing of going from a virtual world into normal reality.
It did have a better plot.
And it had side characters that were unique looking and kind of memorable, and not these are these fucking jobber background characters that we don't give a shit about. They look like someone got angry because they got fired from Fire Emblem making game and just I'm gonna make an anime out of this and making cat people.
Yeah, that's a good comparison actually. It's a shitty Fire Emblem. Yeah.
The one girl's all is basically rejected Fire Emblem characters, and the guy
that is it. You discovered the missing link. If you really don't like Fire Emblem, maybe give this a try.
If you don't know, without the waifu shipping part of it though.
Yeah.
That's anything else you want to say about this shit?
I didn't like it, and I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Good. Let's talk about it.
We're gonna
end it here.
We're gonna end it here. It's probably our shortest episode. Don't watch this show. It's not good.
Don't.
I love you. Have a good night.
I love you.
Peace out.
Don't tell them how to feel. Yeah.
This has been Jim.
They have to be wined and dined with her. Fuck Jim.
This has been Jim.
I guess I'm Sam.
And this was the Nyancast.
Not sponsored by Gillette.
Yeah.
A&W.